Hey everyone, you may have noticed that Baldur's Gate 3 updated today. Well, Larry and Pseudo surprise dropped hotfix number 35, and here's everything that you need to know. I was going to do a video on this, but I got a bunch of questions, so I thought I'd just answer them in this video. Now, there's been some performance upgrades across the board for PlayStation 5, Xbox, Mac, and Steam Deck most notably. And what's interesting is a lot of these issues I've noticed were in comments, people were having affect them, so this is really good. But one thing that I'm just a little curious on is under the Steam Deck here, they say improved VRAM consumption on NVIDIA GPUs. Now, the thing is, Steam Decks use AMD, so I'm not sure why it's listed here. I personally didn't notice any differences in performance. There was a patch a little while back that I actually did notice a bit of changes in Act 3, but nothing so far for me, and I'm running a 4070. Also, this issue here, whenever you press L2, they actually fixed this issue a couple patches back or last hotfix, where the game would crash whenever someone on PlayStation 5 would press L2. Now, one thing that actually helps is if you're still getting affected by this, because I saw some people were, is to turn off the adaptive triggers function on PlayStation 5. So if this is still affecting you, maybe try that out, as there's something weird that happens with those triggers. Now, the rest of the updates were mostly for like multiplayer. So if you're playing with someone and they left a multiplayer session, sometimes it would cause crashes. That'll no longer happen. I know that happened to a lot of people, as well as joining games, or if you're joining in on your friend's game and they already had the game on the go. There's a crash on Mac and Steam Deck after you crafted something in the game that'll no longer be happening, and also fixed a crash on the Mac if a Mac player was hosting during crossplay. I think the biggest thing for people on Steam Deck will be that it's now, instead of FSR1, it's 2.2, which will give it a little bit more sharpness. I did see some people say that it is a little bit better performance for them, but I tried out my Rogue Ally. It's on a Steam Deck. Didn't really notice any difference for myself, but for Steam Deck players, I've heard good things. Now, there was another big issue with the script extender. So if you play on PC and use a Nexus mod, you likely use the script extender because a lot of mods utilize this. Now, it was updated 4 hours ago, so there's no longer any issues. You don't have to do anything yourself. One of the great things with Norblade Script Extender is that they update it every single time if there's a hotfix. It just sometimes takes a little bit of time, so in future hotfixes, if they pop up, I've seen a lot of threads around telling people to delete the dwrite.dll file that's in your bin folder in Baldur's Gate 3. You don't always have to do that because it's going to get updated at some point, and it actually came pretty quickly. Like, shows it in Norblade for that. That got updated very fast. But another thing is you can always just drag that to your desktop or put it in a different folder, and then once it's updated, you can then put it back in if you wanted to play. But typically, I've noticed Norblades really fast in getting these updates out. So yeah, none of my mods are broken. I don't think that there would be really any. Typically with hotfixes, there might be like one or two if there's a major change, but this hotfix was not really PC applicable. So I tried a few things out on PlayStation earlier today, didn't notice anything either, so it seems all good on my end. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment below if you're having issues as well. Sometimes it helps because people are able to give like a solution in the comments. So yeah, that was hotfix number 35. Interestingly enough, it was not on the Baldur's Gate 3 website. Actually, I was wrong, it was hiding. Found it here. But yeah, pretty much the same thing on the Steam Deck version. So if anyone knows what the improved VRAM consumption on NVIDIA GPUs means, please let me know in the comments because I'm not too sure. But yeah, that is all for the update. Again, feel free to leave a comment if you're having any issues, and have yourself a great day. We'll catch you in the next video.